Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's morning. I love morning. I'm going to give you a hint. We're talking about mornings today. I love the mornings, okay? How is everybody today? 6:54. I've already been up since about 4:15, and it's time to get real, yeah? All right, so I had a great day for my birthday. Thank you so much for all the love. My birthday actually ended up turning out a lot better than I anticipated. So I was really geeked about that. And then I am now at 37 subscribers for my YouTube channel, which is 3 short of my goal by Wednesday, which was yesterday. But I am good with that. It's kind of like, there's 37 more people following my YouTube channel than I had a week ago, right? So think about this when you set a goal for yourself. If you fall slightly short, did you fail? No, you made progress. Remember, progress towards that goal. So it's like saying, I want to lose 10 pounds in a month. We used that example a few videos ago. Well, what if you lose 9 pounds in the month? Not 10, 9. You lost 9 pounds, but you wanted 10. Should you have not lost that 9 pounds because you wanted to lose 10? Makes no sense. So, yeah, and then also if we're using math, 37 rounds up to 40. So I'm just rounding up and saying I have about 40 YouTube. So it's all about the spin, people. It's all about the spin. So I'm just going to keep plugging along on that. So if you haven't yet, I am requesting once again that you follow the link that you find in the description of this video and subscribe to me on YouTube. Okay, so today we are talking about the A of real, so the achieving. So this week so far we've talked about the R, the relating, the E, the eating, and today we're talking about the A of real, and a habit that goes along with that, the achieving. Okay, so achieving for our purposes is kind of like, what is it that you want out of life? What is it that you're trying to achieve? What is it that you want to be successful at? And for a lot of us, we're trying to fit it all in. To be successful, we're trying to fit everything in, and we just don't know. We're always just like, man, I only have 24 hours in a day. If I only had another hour or whatever. So everybody says they wishes they had more time. You can have more time. Know how? You know what I'm going to say. Get up earlier. Get up earlier. You can have more time if you get up earlier. Okay, so more waking, productive hours is essentially, if you think about it, giving you more time in your day. So I love the mornings. Okay, I love the mornings. They really are the best part of my day. I'm typically pretty excited to wake up. I'm not saying that I'm not tired in the morning sometimes. I'm saying I'm excited to get up and start my day in the morning. I'm not always waking up itself and getting out of bed itself is not always the easiest, but knowing that I'm getting up to do something that I'm excited to do makes getting up easier, okay? Being a morning person is one of the most common habits of successful people. If you are looking to do something, if you have a goal, if you're looking to achieve something, okay, being a morning person has been proven to be one of the most common habits that allows that to happen, okay? And I've already gotten 5 things checked off my to-do list today already, and it's not even 7 o'clock, barely 7 o'clock, okay? Why does it make people successful? Well, because they use their mornings for personal growth and development. We're always saying we want me time, me time, me time. Well, my me time comes in the morning. All right, I get my me time in first. And I'll tell you more about my mornings in a few minutes. But they use their morning to intentionally set up their day and then, I guess, effectively their life to be successful. Okay. So yeah, I totally believe this. I haven't always been a morning person. I became like an early morning person, like a 4 a.m.er. It's probably been like 5 years now, maybe. I started, well, if Robin's 19 minus 5, 19, 14, so maybe 6 years. So it started when Robin and Jillian were like 11 and 12 or 12 and 13, something like that, when I wasn't, afraid to leave them alone. So when I thought, what, they can stay alone for a few hours. And it was the summer, they'd gotten out of school, and I was working at the gym and working out, and I still wanted to work, and I still wanted to work out, but I didn't want to miss out on any time with them either, doing all the fun summer things. And so I shifted my workouts from 9 a.m. to the 5 a.m. class so that I could just leave when they were sleeping. I went and worked out, stayed at the gym, and then did my work and left there around noon. And so from 5 a.m. until around noon, I got all my stuff done that I wanted to do. I came home. They'd probably gotten up at like 10. They'd been alone for just a couple hours. And by the time I got home, we were ready to go. I mean, we were ready to do whatever it is that they wanted to do. And so I became that early morning person then. And then when they went back to school, I started going back to the 9 a.m. class and realized that I wasn't being nearly as productive as when I was getting up so early. And I felt like half my day was gone. So I just stayed a 5 a.m.er. And it's kind of been like that ever since. It's just what I do now. And I can tell you, I love it. Okay. I love it. It just makes everything so much easier to get all your stuff done before everybody even gets up. And so now you're probably sitting there saying, yeah, not a morning person. I am not a morning person. Sometimes you're not a morning person because you stay up until 1 or 2 a.m. watching TV, scrolling Facebook, eating, whatever. Okay. So you are going to have to shift your schedule a little bit to become a morning person. But you do need to become a morning person if you want to change something, if you're looking to change something in your life. And typically we're listening to this because we want to change something in our life. If you're not looking to change anything, then don't. Okay. But I think we're here listening because we want things to change for ourselves. You need to ask yourself, what do you hate more? What do you dislike more? Where your life is right now, or getting up in the morning? And you have to decide, period. You have to decide. Not my decision. It's your decision. What makes mornings so important? Well, you use it to set up your day for success by practicing the lifesavers, okay? And this is just something I'm learning about now. And my next book that I'm going to read is this one. It's called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. And he kind of lays out the practices of morning people and why they're successful. And he breaks it down to this acronym SAVERS. And I'm going to touch a little bit on that for you so that you get kind of basic understanding of it. And then I would maybe recommend getting the book and maybe making that on your to-read list, okay? The S stands for silence. So that equates to meditation or prayer in the morning. Having that quiet time, okay, to kind of clear your mind and refocus. A is for affirmations, and not in like the way, but the affirmations kind of in a sense to program your mind to recognize whatever it is that you want, okay, to recognize what you want, why you want it, okay, and what you're committing to do in order to get it, okay. So for me, my affirmation might be, I want to have a successful podcast, and I'm willing to get up in the morning and it takes me about 2.5 hours to put all this together, from beginning to end, from having the idea, getting my thoughts together, recording the video, and then uploading it onto YouTube. So I am committed to doing that every morning because it's what I want. And remember my purpose of why I want it. I want to be able to get up every morning and do what I love, be able to support myself and help people at the same time. And what you're committed to do to getting it. I'm committed to getting up early and fitting it in first thing in the morning because it's the most important thing to me. So your affirmations. V is for visualization. At Weight Watchers, we used to call this mental rehearsing. It was kind of seeing yourself or mentally visualizing yourself being successful, and then rehearsing that in your mind over and over and over. So maybe tonight, visualize yourself hearing the alarm go off, shutting it off, and getting out of bed. Okay, visualize yourself doing that over and over and over, and your mind is is being trained to do that just by seeing it or visualizing it in your head. The E is for exercise. Okay. A lot of us use exercise just as like this weight loss tool. Oh, people, it is so much more than that. It is your energy. It is your focus. It is for me, it's my grounding. It is my stress release. It is my happiness. It is my mood booster. It is just so much more than just a tool to eat more. Okay, so exercise is so important, and you want to get it done first thing in the morning, because sometimes as your day goes on, things get busy, out of control, and something has to get crossed off the list. You're not going to fit everything in every day. And for a lot of us, that's exercise if we don't get it done first thing in the morning. Okay. The R is for reading, and the Miracle Morning, I kind of just showed you that. That's what I'm starting to read next. I usually do this at night. I don't do that in the morning. I do it at night. But I mean, this isn't, like a hard and fast list. You have to do everything perfect, right? You can adjust it to fit your lifestyle. And then the S is for scribing, which is kind of just like a fancy way to say journaling or write things down. And your journal is kind of like your plan for success. And remember, we talked about having a plan in the video from Monday, but it also is just a great tool for positive self-talk, which we're talking about tomorrow, and things things you're grateful for. And so there's a couple things I'll recommend for journaling. So I got this journal called the 5-Minute Journal. My boyfriend, Rob Dial, from the Mindset Mentor, suggested this to me, and it's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie, I haven't used it yet. I just haven't used it yet, but I'm going to. So I'm just opening up to one page, and it's got a quote. It says, "Put your heart, mind, and soul into your smallest acts. This is the secret of success." So the way you do small things is maybe the way you do everything, and then it says, what am I grateful for? And it has 3 blanks. What would make today great? And it has 3 fill in the blanks. And your daily affirmations, and it has some space there to write in. And so you would do that in the morning. And then in the evening, it says 3 amazing things that happened today, and you'd write that down. And how could I have made today better? So it kind of just gives you this focus of what you're grateful for, what you can do differently tomorrow to make things better. And it keeps you focused on the positive, not maybe all the negative things that happen. So that's one suggestion. And then Nolander, if you're listening to this, Nolan is my daughter Jillian's boyfriend, sweetest kid ever. He got me for my birthday this journal called the Habit Tracker. Okay, and this breaks it down into maybe a yearly goal, monthly, weekly, and then it gives you spaces to write those things down, and action steps to start small, your weekly reward, your habit tracker tips. So it gives you some tips. Create a trigger, something that will remind you of your goal in moments of weakness. So maybe it's saying have those visuals around with those little Post-its on the mirror, and says stay motivated, be prepared. So there's a lot of different space to fill in to keep you focused on your plan. So Nolan, I love that. How do you know me so well already? So those are what the savers stand for. Read more about those in that book called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. But when you start the day with a positive mindset, instead of like rushing out the door, you woke up late or you overslept and you are throwing your pants on and your shirt's inside out and you're rushing out the door to get to work and you're mad at traffic because you're late and all of that, that is a totally different feeling than when you get up intentionally, get your things done, set your mind, prepare your day on your terms, okay? You're gonna have just such a much more productive, successful day because you decided to. That's it. You decided to do that. You decided to make the effort, and you know what? Success doesn't just happen. So decide to make that happen for yourself. Morning people accomplish more before 8 a.m. than most people do all day, okay? So my typical morning, my morning routine, and this is everything that I get in the morning from like 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. Sometimes the order is, switched around a little bit, but these are things I get in every day between 4 and 10 a.m. Number one, my morning starts the night before. I set up everything the night before. I get my coffee ready. I set my workout clothes out. I have my glass of water filled. I pack my lunch if I need to. I make my protein shake and put that in the fridge. I make sure that, the house is somewhat cleaned up so that I don't have to, wake up to a messy house and things like that. So I set up my morning and do everything I can for my next day the night before. And that's also when I read. I wake up around 4 a.m., anywhere between 4 and 4:30. Rare occasion 3:45, but between 4 and 4:30. I drink a glass of water first thing, about 16 ounces to kind of rehydrate after your sleep. Okay. I click my coffee button. Okay. Because the coffee's already set up. I just hit the button. I feed the animals. I let them out. I start laundry. Just getting things going. It's kind of my time, like those mindless things that I'm using to wake up a little bit. Go brush my teeth, floss my teeth, make my bed. Oh, make my bed. I hate a messy bed, people. So, and then by that time, I'm ready to work out. I work out at 5 a.m. most days. And then when I come home, I do my podcast. I set this up because it is, again, that right now is the most important thing for me to get done in the morning. After I do that, I kind of come down. Like, this makes me hyper. I get like, oh, so excited. And I kind of come down a little bit and like, I guess I don't have a better way to say that, but I do a bike ride. I ride my bike around the block about 4 miles, and then I listen to my positive podcast. All right. So I just kind of refuel my brain. And then I come in, I eat breakfast, I shower, and my morning ends around 10 a.m. So the rest of the day after that, everything's like a bonus. Everything's an extra. I feel so confident in scheduling other things and being able to, go out to lunch if I want to. I don't feel guilty that I'm not getting things done because I did it, So I get my most important things done first thing in the morning, so I just don't have to worry about them the rest of the day. Okay, so this is like morning is like go time. Okay, start the day on your terms. All right, if you are working for somebody else and you don't, you want to get done what you need to get done before you go and give your time to someone else. Okay, you deserve your time too. Okay. Creating a real life involves change, and being a morning person is one of the most effective changes you're going to make. And so that's what I want your action steps to be today. I want you to set up your morning for success tonight. Do everything tonight that you can possibly do. Get the kids' homework out. I have gone so far as if I'm making a smoothie in the morning, I put everything in the blender cup and the blender out on the counter. So all I have to do is blend it the next day, all of that stuff. Okay. Set up your morning for success tonight. And then the second thing I want you to do is get up 30 minutes earlier tomorrow. Okay. Not just set your alarm 30 minutes earlier, but set your alarm and then get up 30 minutes earlier tomorrow and use that time, that 30 minutes, to practice 1 or 2, whatever works for you, of those savers that I listed above. It's in the description of this video. Okay. And then my third thing, as always, is to like, tag, share, subscribe. I will be, that will make me so happy. Thank you so much. And then tune in tomorrow, okay? Because we are going to be talking about negative self-talk and how that needs to change to positive self-talk. So we're talking about the L tomorrow of loving yourself, okay? And that starts right here in your mind, okay? So thanks for listening. Have a great morning. It's 7:13 and I've gotten one of my most important things done first. Now I didn't work out at 5, so I fit this in first and I'm going to work out at 9. And yeah, I'm going to have a great day. Okay. Hope you do too. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow. Bye.